So I'm going to be honest with you. This is the third time I've recorded this video, and I'm going to explain what I did different and why I actually sent this one to publish at the very end. So please stay tuned for that. But to, introduce myself, I'm Mona Weathers, and this is the Homestead Income Channel. I am a homesteader and also someone who has been using my homestead and my skills to fund my life and my homestead. So if that sounds like you as well, if you just want to be able to live your homesteading life and to be able to afford the life you're living and, comfortably, then this is the channel for you. So if you're not a homesteader, you're welcome to watch this as well. But I just take that from that perspective because that's where I'm at right now as well. So normally this channel will be probably more about using your skills and talents to create, products to sell to people who are looking for those products. But this video is specifically about YouTube because that is an online option and you can be making money throughout your homesteading journey by recording what you're doing or by, teaching other people how to do things. So that's what this channel is normally about, but I will cover topics like YouTube because it's an online income source. And if you've heard me talk about this before, you probably haven't if you're new, but I encourage people to have 3 income stream strategies, which is on homestead income, off homestead income, and online income. So this would be the online income portion. So today I'm going to share what I think, some of the things I think that you should know about YouTube before you get started, but I'm taking it at one topic at a time because I don't want to script myself, and anyway, I'll get into that later. So today we're talking about what I think you should know before you get started with YouTube. And the first thing is, I really think you should like what you're sharing. So if you're starting YouTube and you decide, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, I'm going to, do the most lucrative thing. Well, that's not necessarily going to keep you going for a long time, and you really need to have like a longevity mindset when you're starting your YouTube channel. Don't go into it thinking that you're going to be an overnight success. You very well could be, especially if you already have a following on another platform. But if you're new to YouTube, it's likely going to take you years, okay? So just think about whatever topic you are deciding on filming about, you want to like or even love, I should say love or even like the content that you're creating. Can you talk about it almost endlessly? Are you interested enough to have not run out of things to say? This is where I think a lot of people end up losing interest in YouTube because they're like, well, I've talked about the thing, or your content is about what's in your life only, and then you have something in your life that you don't want to share, and then you're like, okay, I don't want to share that, so I'm stagnant now. And or your homesteaders are known for this is being really super active in the summer because you got all the things growing and all the stuff happening, and then in the winter you're like, there's nothing to film, it's inches of snow outside. So if you're approaching your content from the thought that you need to be able to talk about this subject for a long time. So that doesn't mean, I don't even think that you need to be super niche in that you can't talk about other things, but you do have to have a focus, because if you don't have a focused content, like if your channel is about many things, then no one's going to know exactly what you're going to be sharing next. You want them to be there needs to be some sort of predictability about your channel. Like you're talking about raising, meat rabbits or something like that. But that doesn't mean that you can't include other topics on your channel. It's just the main focus of your channel needs to be, one thing, at least in the beginning. And then when people find you and are like, oh yeah, I love everything that I love everything that you create. If they find you and like, if you start talking about sheep instead of rabbits, they still might be interested. So you want to make sure that at the beginning you are focused on something is the center of your content on your channel, and then you can go out from there as you grow. But this predictability is why YouTube works really well, and most people will subscribe immediately if they know this is what this channel is about. So if you're struggling with subscriber count, it likely could be because you don't have nobody knows what exactly your channel is about. Okay, so I'm giving you an example. This is the Homestead Income channel, but my other channel is Homesteading for Beginners. Now my title to my channel tells you that people self-identify by seeing my title, and I think that's why I don't have trouble with subscribers. I'm always getting subscribers on there, though to full disclosure, I'm not like a huge YouTuber, but I also have a podcast as well. And I think some people are coming from the podcast to watch the videos now that I'm doing video. But at this point, I think I'm almost at 2,500 subscribers on YouTube. But I get subscribers pretty easily. Anytime I create content, I get new subscribers. So, and I know some people don't have that luxury, and it could be because people are not sure exactly what your account is about. So, yeah, so my main thing is that for this video is that I want you to take this opportunity, if you haven't gotten started yet, or if your channel is pretty new, to really think about, is there going to be longevity in this topic? Am I going to be able to keep talking about this? And you don't want to go from talking about rabbits to talking about cars or something like that. You want to be able to keep it within that that genre of whatever it is that you're doing. So if it's not homesteading and it's woodworking or something like that, you want to be able to keep it within that topic, at least until, well, I really think my thought is that if you want to start talking about something else, you might need to just start a new channel, and it'd be easier for you to start a new channel. But if you're at the very beginning, don't do that. You need to have some reps behind you. You need to have some experience behind you on video creation and getting your stuff out there and making at least clear thumbnails and titles that people will find in the future and find that they will click on once they see it. Yeah, so that is all for this video. If you like this type of content where it's not super, where I don't really add a whole lot other than me speaking, this is what I'm going to try to do more and more, because the editing process in YouTube for video is a lot is involved. And so this is why this is the third video that I've done, that I've recorded, because I don't know if this is just a homesteader thing or what, but anytime I have a problem, I have to find the solution. So if there's something on the farm that's, if there's a fence broken and I don't have the materials, I figure out the materials to make that fence, because I can't have the horses come out or the goats come out or anything like that. So anytime there's a problem, I am trying to find a solution. My problem with YouTube has been that I'm too curated, because I can't keep my thoughts together long enough. So my first video was 24 minutes long. I wanted to do like a 1 to 5 tips for you to share with you. But then it ended up 11. And then I'm like, okay, this is way too long. I recorded that entire video. I'm like, this is way too long. Not that I'm against long videos, but in order for me to not have it scripted, I have no script this time, I had to shorten it. So I shortened it to 5 points. So I got it down to 5 points. And then it was still, I had to read the script in order to keep my focus. This is my problem, is the focus. I can't talk about multiple things. I get really lost. So I have to have some sort of thing that I'm looking at. And so far, I have not even looked at my screen that's in front of me that's showing what, that have my notes on it. I haven't really looked at it. So what I did was, then I was like, I was doing chores. Okay, that's the other thing. A lot of your best thoughts will happen when you're doing your farm chores, let me tell you, or you're cleaning your house or whatever. Like, so go out and do stuff, and then the better ideas will come. So I was like, I was doing the chores. I was coming up my hill. We have a farm with a big hill. So I was coming up my hill, which I've had a lot of great thoughts coming up that hill. And guess what our name of our farm is? Thankful Hill Farm. Anyway, I was coming up the hill and I'm like, what if I just make one thing I talk about? No 5 points, no nothing like that. I'm just going to cover one topic, which today's topic was, you got to like what you're creating. What if I do that? Then I won't need a script because I can keep track of, a couple things in my mind of where I want to go. I can't keep track of 5 different points or 11. That was ridiculous. Like, it got so bad. But anyway, I feel like so far this video is way better than anything I created before. So I'm going to take this video and I'm going to edit it very little, like 3 edits probably on this video. I might add a few pictures. I'm not sure. We'll see. You'll be able to see the finished product. But I might add B-roll. I'm not against adding that kind of stuff. But what I needed was to not have to fix my speech, like or I needed not to have the video just look like I'm reading. So I was doing some like half reading, half like this, which is okay. And if you're just getting started, please do that. Just do whatever you need to do to get better at your content. Don't think like if nobody's watching your videos, it may be because, you're not feeling it. You're not natural in it. And so as soon as you feel natural, it'll be better. Plus, this kind of content is going to be more and more popular. The pendulum is swinging back in time where people would, the YouTubers that were at the very beginning, where it was just like no editing hardly at all. I think we're swinging back to that time because of all the AI stuff. People are just like, I think nobody's knowing what to trust anymore. So make content like this. The content where people are walking around, the content where people are in their cars, people like feel more trusting of people like that right now. At least I do. When I will watch those types of videos, more likely than the other types where it's very curated and there's like, flashing video, flashing B-roll every 5 seconds and stuff like that. Like, I'm actually more interested in content like this. So if I'm interested in this, I'm sure other people are as well. And I'm going to get into another topic with my next video that's similar, or not the next video maybe, but a video soon will be on consumer habits. Okay. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, if you'd like to, subscribe and like this video and share it with a friend if it's interesting to you. It'll probably be interesting to them as well. Okay. See you next time.